this is Aromie here. Welcome back to Fujiwara Bittersweet. We are here. New route! And it's gonna be a route with Haru. So we're gonna go for a bracelet of turquoise pearls. And it's gonna be Kinji next and then Ryu. So, a bracelet of turquoise pearls. Sounds interesting. I'll take that. Okay then, pure and quiet. Your crush is a bit of a skeptic with some deep-rooted insecurities. They need your love. And although they seem confident, they're constantly questioning themselves. Sounds cute. Now I kind of want this to be accurate. Who knows, maybe. Don't be ridiculous. Yeah, Miss Killjoy. I'm curious about your own result, though. Well, I'm not. Now, can we finish eating? The bell will ring soon. Yeah. We change the topic and laugh at Minami's jokes. Suzuki continues to eat and read her books in silence. I look at her, lost in my thoughts. There are two people who are difficult to approach in our class, but for different reasons. Yuta, who's nice. Yuta, who's nice but overly polite, and her, who people call Ice Queen because she's built up a wall against other people. Really enough, she doesn't really seem to dislike Ichigo's company, who's her exact opposite. Maybe because that dork is the only one who isn't affected by her icy glare and aloofness. She soon notices my gaze and stares back at me with a cautious look on her face. Yes? Caught by surprise, I stammer my answer and almost choke on a grain of rice. Sorry, I was wondering what kind of book you're reading. Which isn't actually the case, but I need a reasonable enough excuse for my weird staring. Something about plants. Oh, plants? Yes, plants. You seem happy about it. Well, my mother just opened up a flower shop not too far from school. It was an abandoned shop and she reopened it when we moved here. Don't tell me, is it the LaBelle Rose shop? Yeah, that's it. Great. I noticed a touch of sarcasm in her voice. Well, what is it? Nothing. Okay. We finish a meal a few minutes later, and Minami goes back to her own classroom before the bell rings. What's the next class again? Math. The math teacher enters the room with his usual smile and greets us. He's rather young and seems a bit reserved. I heard he was a teacher assistant here before officially working at the school, but for some reason it looks like Suzuki isn't really fond of him. She doesn't really like anybody besides Ichigo anyway, though. Why? After class. Yo, why? It was boring as always, but you know what? What? I noticed something interesting. I was about to fall asleep when I caught the teacher looking at Hachan with a burning passion. What? With passion? I highly doubt it. Well, yeah, maybe not with passion, but he was definitely looking at you several times. This is suspicious. Do you have some connection to him? Wait, you aren't denying it. Ichigo and I look at each other intrigued. Are you step-siblings, maybe? Do I smell a secret here? Maybe a forbidden romance between a teacher and a student? Ichigo, I have something to do today. Bye. What? Leave me alone. Wow, what is going on? Ichigo said it immediately steps back and jumps in surprise too. She's never shouted at anyone before. She glares at us for a moment as if to make sure that we understand. We're not allowed to follow her, then leaves the room. Wow, she's really angry this time. Yeah, you should apologize to her. Yeah. The next day, we didn't really have the occasion to talk to her until the end of school, or rather she avoided us, and Ichigo didn't really make an effort to approach her either. Worried that they might not be able to speak to each other again, I urged Ichigo to take the initiative before Suzuki leaves. Quick! I take her by her hand and pull her toward the corridor. Suzuki, wait, aren't you going home with Ichigo today? No, she doesn't want to. No, I don't want to hear any more words coming out of her big mouth for today. And off she goes with irritated footsteps. Ichigo looks at me with a disappointed face. See? I'll try to talk to her, okay? Okay, thanks. This must be awkward for Aya. I say goodbye to her and rush through the school, trying to catch up to Suzuki. After crossing the gate, I catch Suzuki entering the park in front of our school. She sits on a bench after walking down the path for a bit and starts drinking some water. I try to get closer discreetly, but she notices me and sighs. What do you want? Is it your hobby to follow people without their consent? Suzuki... Haru is fine. Haru, are you still angry? Can't you tell that I'm not in the mood to talk? You're never in the mood to talk. Did you say something? No. I feel like we're not gonna be Dom in this situation right now. Are you done? I don't know. We look at each other in awkward silence, then I decided to sit down next to her. I was certain that she would shoo me away or scoot to the far end of the bench, but she simply sips some more of the contents of her bottle before starting to read a romance novel. Oh, you like this kind of stuff. I thought I wasn't in the mood to talk. Sorry. I guess her not knowing what to do. If you have something to say, then say it. But I thought, well, not knowing what to do to ease attention, I stand up and start walking away. I'm going home. See you later. She doesn't even react to my words. Seems like she's too engrossed in her book to pay me any mind. My mood drops after this interaction, and in the end it didn't help. I couldn't even talk to her. I sigh and chew on my food without any enthusiasm. Dad looks at me with a concerned face. Is something wrong? You don't like the food today? I smile, trying to reassure him about his cooking skills. Oh, no, don't worry. It's delicious as always, Dad. But you've been sighing a lot since you came back home. Yeah, sweetie, what's wrong? Nothing too serious. I have these school friends who kind of had a fight and they're still upset with each other. It worries me a bit. Well, maybe they just need to cool down for a few days. Don't worry too much about it, okay? Yeah. What about your day? I had fun teasing my favorite cousin all day today. Poor him. That might be seen as harassment, you know. Nah, it's okay. He knows I don't mean any harm. I should go to see my brother someday. Being a house husband is more tiring than I thought, but I also have more time for myself. Yeah, I should visit him. Oh, and by the way, remember a few days ago when I put up an ad searching for some part-timers to help me with the shop? Some of them showed up, but they immediately ran away for some reason. But a pretty girl came today and said she would be willing to work starting tomorrow. She seemed a bit tense, so I made some jokes to ease the atmosphere, but she glared at me and said, "Ma'am, with all due respect, I'm here to work, not to play." I like her. Finally a serious kid. Sounds like something Haru might say. Thinking about her makes me sigh again. I quietly finish eating. As I'm about to bring the plates to the kitchen, Takun suddenly starts pulling me towards the house entrance. Hey, what are you doing? Hanging out with my little sis. Mom, Dad, we're going for a walk. See ya. Takun! So cute! What? Okay, have fun. Be careful. Realizing that Takun is probably worried about me, I smile and put my shoes on, then follow him outside. Hey, chilling with my brother. We wander around and talk about anything and everything. Sometimes I wish I had an older sibling, but I don't. I just have I don't mind having my little brother. But sometimes, you know, the older sister wants to look up to somebody too. And then bam! He scored the goal at the last second. It was awesome. Yeah, sounds cool. I know, right? It was a miracle. We were so happy. Good for you. What about you? What happened? Why were you upset? Like I said, nothing serious. Just a small issue with my classmates. Nothing you should worry about. If you say so. If you ever need help, your big bro will lend you an ear. Yep, thanks. Everyone in my family are wacky airheads, but we're always here for each other when needed. I'm glad to have them. Takun pats my head as we cross by the arcade. Wanna go inside? Yeah, sure. Okay, let me just call Mom and tell her we're here. He dials the number and I look around when something catches my attention. I squint and recognize Haru and our math teacher. Wait, the math teacher? What are they doing here at this hour? They're a few meters away from me and I can't hear what they're saying, but they both seem upset about something. The man suddenly grabs her wrist, but she immediately brushes him off before storming away, leaving him there alone. What exactly is going on? I feel like there might be family members. Hello, Aya, let's go. Oh yeah, sorry, I was spacing out. Let's go. The next day after classes. She didn't talk to me again today either. Yeah, you're less talkative than usual. Did something happen? I'm hesitant to tell Ichiko what I saw yesterday, but I consider her a friend and I feel a bit guilty not telling her. Plus, I don't know what I should do with this newfound piece of information. Okay, Ichiko. Yes? I'm about to tell you something important, so please don't do anything rash after hearing it. Seem serious? Okay, I promise. Good. I took a deep breath and talk. Yesterday after dinner, I took a stroll with my brother and we ended up going to the arcade. And I saw Haru and our math teacher together. I tell exactly what I saw. Ichiko gasped in surprise. Shoot! So I was right? I admit that is a bit suspicious, but we don't have any proof. I take a look at the teacher who's staring at Haru while she's closing her bag. All the other students have already left and Haru's about to do the same when our math teacher suddenly calls out to her. Haru, wait. Ichiko and I look at each other and pretend to exit the room. Haru. Teachers aren't normally close enough with students to call them by their first name. Something's off. I glance at Ichiko who hands me a book while whispering. If we're going to eavesdrop, we should at least cover our faces in case they suddenly exit the room. I'm pretty sure Haru would curse us for the rest of our lives if she notices us. What the fuck you mean? Haru knows what we look like, even without our faces. Yeah, but covering faces with books isn't really discreet either. It's better than nothing. Well, what do you want? I already told you to not talk to me at school. I stopped talking after hearing Haru speak to him in an exasperated voice. Why does the math teacher look like older Asahi? Haru, please listen to me. I know I'm not the best, but yeah, not the best indeed. Who is this man? You're a creep, stalking your students, acting like you're so nice just to have sex with them. And now you're so persistent with me. It's gross. Well, putting it like that is a bit... Yo, you fucking pedo! It's the truth. Now, you excuse me. I have something better to do than waste my time with some perverted teacher. So that's why she acts like so like uptight against Yuta whenever he's being a pervert. Now you understand. She leaves the room without noticing us. The teacher leaves soon after her, heading in the opposite direction. What was that? Did you hear the same thing as me? Yeah, I think. We look at each other in confusion for a second before Ichiko's face turns serious. I never thought she could look this concerned, but it's only reasonable given the circumstance. The situation is rather clear to me, and it's not good. We need to speak to an adult about this. Wait, maybe we are misunderstanding something. We should wait. We should wait? This is serious. It's kind of funny to hear you say that when you're not serious most of the time, you know? Ugh, yeah, but Ichiko, I know you're worried about her, and I am too. I'm aware that situation is a bit concerning, but I really think we should ask Haru directly to see what she has to say. We need her side of the story. She'll never talk to us. She doesn't even seem to consider us, her friends. I know. We both sigh at the same time. A week. What? If we can't get anything out of her and have no new information within a week, we'll talk to an adult. Fine. Anyway, I'm going to our arcade. Want to tag along? Sorry, not today. I promised my mother I'd help her at her shop. We have a new employee and she wants me to show her the ropes while she's busy with a customer. Got it. Have fun. Yep, you too. We split after saying goodbye to head to Mom's shop. Well, damn, this... We just got into Haru's route and it's already toxic. Hello, Mom. I'm here. I look around and I see her with a customer. She notices me and motions for me to wait. After a few minutes, the customer thanks her and steps out. Whew. I don't know why, but there were a lot of people today. I haven't had time to properly talk to the part-timer since she came. Sweetie, please do me a favor and go take care of her. She quickly glances at the door where 2 other people are waiting. I'm going back to work. She's waiting in the back room. Okay. Enter the room worrying about how I'm going to go about this. I'm a bit anxious since I don't really know how to make a good first impression. I should introduce myself first. Good day, my name is... Aya. Haru, how... I remember our conversation about my mom's shop and make the connection. Oh, so it was you. Your brain worked faster than I thought. I'm impressed. She said that in a monotonous voice. She clearly not in a good mood. Well, it's understandable given what happened earlier. I need to find a good time to ask her about that. So... yeah. What should I do first again? Mom sent me a text during lunchtime about what I should do. I have to ask her about why she wants to work here. She already has some knowledge about plants, her availability to fit her into a schedule, and finally to show her around. So, why do you want to work here? Personal reasons. Also, I like plants. Oh, so you already know things about caring for plants? Yes. And why were you acting so nervous when I'm the one being interviewed? I'm not. Yes, you are. Just a little nervous. Anyway, which days are you able to work? Every day after school, but I would like to have my weekends free if possible. Sure, Mom is rather flexible on schedule, so there's no problem at all. Good. Yeah. That's all? Oh no, I have to show you around too. We stand up and I lead her to the main room. The shop isn't that big, but it gained popularity faster than we thought. I also help Mom from time to time when there's too much work. Now that you're here too, her job will certainly be easier. Here's the cash register. I don't think you'll need to handle it. As a part-timer, you'll mostly be in charge of welcoming customers and helping them if needed and tending the plants. There's also a pamphlet which tells you how to take care of them. Sometimes you'll also be in charge of closing shop. And you'll be paid at the end of each week. I think that's all. Do you have any questions? Excuse me. Not for now. I see the details with the boss. Okay. I accompany her back to the back. I accompany her to the back room again. You can change in the back room if you need to, and toilets are over there. If I remember well, you're starting soon, right? Don't hesitate to call me if there's anything you need to know. Alright, I'll remember that. Thank you for today. She seems more relaxed than earlier. Maybe it's a good time to ask her about the incident with the math teacher. No. What? No, that sounds bad. Don't bring it up. Haru? I stare at her, wondering if I really should ask her anything. Yes? we're gonna find out in the next episode. I don't know why I bothered to save when I have to save again. But anyway, thank you guys for watching today's episode. I hope you guys are excited for Haru's route. It's already becoming quite intense with the teacher. What the fuck, teacher? Like, no is no. I really don't understand when people don't know. No means no. Why is it so hard for people to understand that? I really do not understand. I cannot wrap the no means no. That's it. Point blank. That's it. Period. But anyway, this is gonna be the end of today's episode. Stay beautiful, and I'll see you guys in the next one.